Hey, what's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Well, I'm doing the 1 week update that I promised on the 10-gallon tank. As you guys can see, the tank is thriving, and I did add all the corals that I had in my frag tank since that tank is not existent anymore. And the corals have opened up. They opened up probably the day after I set up the tank. I haven't seen any diatom blooms, and what a diatom bloom is when you go through the nitrogen cycle. But since everything that's in this tank comes from that 40-gallon frag tank except the sand, I didn't have to go through that. So I just want to show you guys what I have. So I have my big piece of green star polyps that I had got from, I've been having it for a while, but I got it from the frag tank. I only have 3 pieces of rocks, which is the big G, the green star polyps, and the other 2 back there. Just that the green star polyps is already covered, so I don't know if I could consider that a live rock anymore. And the only thing that's new to the tank is that anemone. It's my first time keeping a flabber rock anemone. What I did, since I'm getting rid of most of my tanks, I tear down my 75-gallon planted tank, and I traded in some jungle valves and some assassin snails, and I was able to get this flower rock anemone. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully it goes well with it. So it expanded right away once I added. So this anemone I added to this tank yesterday, which was Saturday. And let's start off here. So I have my soil frags that I have, and it's the Rastas, the green dragon eyes, and the pink sippers back there, and the orange goose pump right there. I also have like a red chalice here. I have some mushrooms there which are covered by sand, my Duncan, the chalice there, and then I have a Hollywood Stunner Green there, but it's covered by sand, and I have a Kenya tree. So my son's named the algae blenny Rocky, since he looks like a rock. So he's my favorite fish from this tank, so he's cute. I like his eyes. He has character to him. And then of course Nemo, which is there. Right now I have the blue light on. I did get these lenses. I didn't really get these lenses, but what happened, I got like these type of goggles and I ripped them apart, and I was able to get the orange lens from it. So when I remove it, you see the blue. So now I add the orange filter, and it gives color. So the color is a little bit more vibrant with the lens than in person, but either way, the colors are correct. They're accurate of what they show here. I also have I have some glasses from work, but they're yellow, so they give this color to them, which makes them a little bit more green. Just that the glasses are old. When I was at work, I was like, wait, I have some glasses which are which I could use as filters, and when I wear them on, it actually shows better than how it shows in the camera. And I add it there, and it gives me a cool color. But I think the orange filter is better than the yellow filter, which I'll add now. Let me turn on the white light. So this is the white light. This is how the tank is, since it's a stock light. So since it's a stock light, I don't have any control of what percentage I want the whites and blues, but the corals like it, so does the anemone there. What I'm feeding them right now is some flakes. These are prime flakes. Forgot the brand. The brand's downstairs. And I have the API marine flakes, but I do not recommend these. Now let's see how it looks with the orange filter. So with the orange filter, with the light at that percentage, it gives it this off color, so I prefer to put them at blue, since it actually gives you a more accurate color of the corals, how everything goes. Look at Rocky. Let's see if I can zoom in. So cool. He has character to him. I was sitting in front of the tank, and he came right in the front, and he was just staring at me like for a cool 10 to 15 seconds, and then Nemo came right by. They were right here, and they were just both staring at me, so that was pretty cool. So I'm going to end the video pretty soon. But I just want to show you guys how the filters make a big difference and could give you guys a accurate representation of the corals and the anemone's colors. So I'm going to zoom into the flower anemone. What I'm going to feed the anemone is probably brine shrimp and some of the coral food, which I'll be feeding within a couple of days. Not right now, because I don't want that much bio load on this tank, since it's a small tank. But you guys can keep a successful 10-gallon saltwater tank if you guys are ever thinking of having a saltwater tank and you want to start in a budget. I encourage you to set up a 10-gallon saltwater tank, and you can keep any corals you like and any anemones. I'm thinking of probably adding a hammer in the future, but we'll see how that works out. I haven't mess with any of the filtration. Like I said, I only have the standard sponge, and I have the bio rings and a Chemi Pure Black, which is Chemi Pure Blue bag, which is pretty old. So one thing, since it's a small tank, it does evaporate quick, the water. So what I do, I have some bottles of water already filled with RODI water. Sorry, you can't even look at them, but they're the standard bottles of waters. I have 6 of them, so one is for every day, and I usually do water changes. If not water changes, I do top offs once a week, which is on Saturdays or Fridays. So that's how I manage the evaporation of the water to control the salinity. Every day after work or before work, I'll just top it off with 1 bottle of water, and I do the same with my 24 gallon, since I do not want to invest more on the hobby and get myself a ATO. And if I ever do get one of those, that'll probably be in the future, but not for now, since my tanks are small. I can control them myself. But what a big difference with the filter, as you guys can see. I'll be using it more often, as it gives you good colors. And this filter, or this glass lens that I got, actually went to a thrift store and I found it, and I was like, wait, I think I could use this for my aquarium, and it works. And I think I only paid like $2 for it.
Yeah.
And
it was snowboarding cool. Glasses.
But yeah, they're snowboarding glasses, and yeah, so just want to give you guys an update so you guys won't think everything went bad. The tank is doing great. For some reason, I love this tank more. I like this tank more than this supposedly called display tank, the aqua top, which I have in the bottom. I haven't really paid that much attention to that one, since I'm upstairs in my house most of the time, and this is the tank closest to mine, and for some reason it just looks cleaner and I like it. So, and I'm in love with that anemone. I never kept a rock flower anemone. The cool thing about them is that you keep them in smaller tanks, because they tend not to move as much as the others, and they do not have those long tentacles that could sting other corals or kill any other fish. As you guys know, anemones do eat fish. But yeah, so there are so many different colors of flower anemones. So if you're wanting to keep a flower anemone or an anemone and do not know which one, because you have a small tank, I encourage you to get a flower anemone. And one of the reasons I got it is because one of my subscribers and someone I am subscribed to as well, Jessica, she has a flower anemone in her aqua top tank, and I was like, I need to get myself one too. And here's Rocky. He always comes to the front,
looks at you,
and stares, like he's staring at my wife. Like I said last time I was right here, he just came staring at me. That's why I like him. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. For those who are new, you like this content, don't forget to subscribe. I invite you to subscribe.
comment, like, subscribe,
and we're out.